Alright, and welcome to multiplying variables. Now in our very first example, I'm going to really break it down for y'all and explain what's going on. We have x squared times x cubed. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline x squared, and I really want to break down what does x squared actually mean. Well, it really means x times x. So what we're saying is x squared is really x times itself one time. Now notice I'll bring down my original multiplication symbol with this blue dot, and let's go ahead and say this x cubed. Let's go ahead and write that out in orange. Well, x cubed, how many x's are actually there? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, and of course they're all being multiplied. So a great question would be this: what is x squared times x cubed? Well, you would ask yourself, how many x's do you see in total? And I hope you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what can we say here? We can say that x squared times x cubed is actually equal to x to the 5th power. So what did we really do? Well, what we actually did was we added. So what's our rule? When you multiply variables, you're going to add the exponents. Okay? Add the exponents. Easy. So let's go ahead and take a look at example number 2. We have x to the 9 times x to the 15, and notice we would not want to write out 9 x's and 15 x's and then count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, da 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 da. Let's just go ahead and add our exponents. We'll say 9 plus 15 will give us x to the 24th power. So once again, what did we do? We added our exponents. Okay, now this brings us to example number 3, and I want to point out a common mistake. People are like, oh yeah, we're multiplying, we're adding the exponents, and then all of a sudden, y'all started to try to add coefficients. No. Say this back to me. Normal numbers behave normally. In fact, I'll say it one more time. Say this back. Normal numbers behave normally. So, we have 5 times 2, which is, of course, 10. X. And notice my x here is an 8, my x here is a 1, so when I add them, 8 plus 1 will give me x to the power of 9. Lastly, there's no y here, so we just go ahead and copy down that y to the 7 over there. Let's go ahead and look at a more complex, yet still very easy example. Example number 4. So it's telling us this: 6x to the 7, y to the 8, z, times negative 3x to the 4, z to the 12. Okay, I'm going to underline the 6 and the negative 3 in purple. Remember, normal numbers behave normally. 6 times negative 3 will give me negative 18. Okay, let's go ahead and really highlight our x's in orange here. This will give us x to the 7 plus 4, which will be x to the 11. Notice that I really only have a y right there. There's no y right there, right? So we just copy down that y to the 8. And lastly, in this nice wonderful green color, we really have a z, which is really z to the 1, and we have z to the 12, which will actually give us z to the 1 plus 12 is 13. Okay, and that's me breaking down multiplying variables. Good luck, and I'll see you in our next video.